Ambition Harper, and today I got another book for y'all. And this is Gabourey, Sidibe. This is Just My Face. This book is amazing, guys. Let's just get straight into it. I want to touch on a particular topic that a lot of people in the African American community can relate, because we don't treat depression like we should. But let me just go to page 15. So she starts off. She says, here's the thing about therapy and why it's so important. She says, I love my mom, but there's so much that I really couldn't talk to her about in my whole face. She says, I couldn't tell her that I couldn't stop crying and that I hated everything about myself. My mom has always been an independent person with a lot of friends who love her and think that she's the most talented person ever. Her life at the age of 20 was nothing like mine, and whenever I did try to open up, my mom always seemed unconcerned. When I said that I was sad about something, she told me to get thicker skin. When I was upset, she told me to stop nitpicking. But my mom had always had faith that things will be okay. But saying tomorrow will be a better day wasn't enough for me. And when I first told her that I was depressed, she laughed. See, literally, not because she was a terrible person, but because she thought it was a joke. And how could I not be able to feel better on my own? Like her friends, like a normal person. And that is a lot of times people feel that way, especially when their mom doesn't understand depression. And some people think you could just say, I'm good, you'll get over it, go to church more, right? So I wanted to really touch on that. Now let's go to 178. This is good. We're going to talk about how depression came about, but I want you guys to really see what happened there. So here she says, later in the same year that the psychic stopped me on the street, my mom told me that she had met a director who wanted to work with her, a film director named Susan Batson. Miss Batson happened to also be an actress and a famous acting coach, but my mom never heard of her. Now this is what's crazy. Miss Batson was at the beginning of adapting the novel Pushed by Sapphire to film, and she wanted my mom to play the role of Mary, a poverty-stricken mother living on welfare. Mary has a daughter. Now listen to this. Precious, who she molests and abuses. My mom's a singer, not an actor. Miss Batson wanted her anyway. She thought my mom would be able to play Mary as a woman with dreams and talents whose life was derailed by the birth of her daughter. Now, yes, what I'm telling you is that Monique, the role that Monique played in Precious was supposed to be Gabby's mom. Now, isn't that something? Her mom declined it because her mom said this. This is what's good. No, I'm not doing this movie. You know people are crazy. I don't want people to think I'm really like that. Are you serious? It's a movie. No one's going to think you're down with child sexual abuse. This is what she tells her. No, I think I can do this. I'm going to read. No, I don't think I can do this. I'm going to read the book, but I'm almost sure I won't do this. Her mom could have been Monique in the movie, but she was more worried about what people thought of her. Wow. When I read that, I had no idea that her mom was supposed to be Monique. But let's go into this a little bit deeper, because I want you to understand all that came around this. It's dope. Okay, so let's go to page 185, which is right here. Okay, so let's go to page 185. And listen, this is great. So she goes to college, right? She goes to college, and she's in college. And she says the first week of school, she get a call from a friend called Henry. Now, Henry was the Lehman graduate, one of the school's more talented actors, who is now the assistant director of Lehman's theater department. And he said, listen, he got a call because he learned about a film audition that he thought might be right for me. She says, I hadn't been part of any production about 2 years at that point. And Henry said he knew that, but he figured he'd give it a shot. The casting agents were looking for a heavy-set black girl between 18 and 25 years old. The movie is called Push and is based on a book by someone named Sapphire. The audition is for the lead role, Precious. The audition is here at Lehman on Monday. Now, she says, she calls her mom. Her mom was out of town doing something that night, and she says, I called her and told her about the Push audition resurfacing after almost 5 years. So 5 years it took from when her mom declined it until now. And she went to college, forgot about it basically, and now they're calling. She's about to go to the audition after 5 years of something her mom declined, and that she completely forgot about as well. That's destiny. Alright? That's just good. I want to go to 192 because I want to tell you how when you're chosen to do something, sometimes it's happening. You can't get around it. This is what she says. After she actually got the role, she says, we started shooting 3 weeks later. She says, filming lasted about 3.5 months. It wasn't until the last day that I learned how many girls had auditioned for the part. She said around 400 women went for the role. They still couldn't find the girl. This is what she says. She says there was even an acting summer camp where they put about 20 plus size black women in the house. And she says every week there were auditions and every week a girl was cut and sent home like it was American Idol or something. And that was amazing because she was able to get that role out of 400 girls. And her mom declined the role, who was really supposed to be Monique, and Monique ended up getting it. And that ended up really being a blessing to Monique in so many ways too. But her mom declined it, but Gabby was the one and went for it. If you read the book, you'll see that Gabby was fighting herself, or rather not, she was going to go to the audition, and thank God she did.